Because on the phone from the city of Whittlesea, we have the Mayor, Aidan McLindon. Welcome, Aidan.
G'day, Brett. How are you?
Good. You're in the car by the sounds of things.
Yes, mate. Going from A to B. Just about to hit peak traffic, but hope people are staying hydrated out there. It's a bit of a stinker.
There is a storm brewing, isn't there? It's getting a bit windy.
Yeah, the wind's coming in now. We've had a pretty hot day, so it's all indications that we might get a bit of rain.
That'd be well appreciated. Now, construction update for the Murnong Community Centre. How's that going?
Yes, mate. This is an exciting one, and for those who've driven past, they would have seen the steel framework going up. This is the first of its kind, Brett, in Donnybrook, so it's the first community centre. So we're pretty excited about that, and that's we're actually successful in some building blocks funding through the Victorian Government and also the Growing Suburbs Fund. So that's been able to give us, well, it's going to be opening 12 months from now, and that'll be a 2-room kindergarten, maternal and child health services, mini branch for the library, community hall, kitchen and flexible spaces for the community members. So this is going to be a fantastic addition in that growing area. And, I'm sure that 12 months will fly and the doors will be open, and another welcome addition in conjunction with the Victorian Government. So exciting times in the Donnybrook area.
Well, as you said, the time goes very, very quickly.
Absolutely. It'll be some of those services too, obviously with the young families in that growing area, because there's a bit of pressure in the surrounding community centres, but once they ease that bit of pressure off the surrounding ones, I'm sure it'll be heavily patronised in no time.
Now, we're all pretty proud of our neighbourhood, and the best day to do that is to Clean Up Australia Day, where you can help pick up some litter and keep things clean.
100%, mate. This started when I was 9 years old, so it's certainly survived and only grows from strength to strength. So the last 35 years, we've done the Clean Up Australia, and Whittlesea's no exception. So we really encourage people to get involved. Brett, they can go to the website. It's whittlesea.vic.gov.au/events, and that's where they can go to register and play their part in helping clean up our neighbourhoods, because, look, it is one of those issues that we tend to struggle a bit with, especially when we've had a bit of a busy period, and obviously there's some new developments coming in, and sometimes rubbish can get a bit out of hand. But this is a great opportunity for everyone to chip in and really be proud of their neighbourhoods and keep that rubbish coming in, and really encourage locals to get involved there. So that'd be great if and if you're unable to, certainly spread the word, because it'd be good if we can have all hands on deck.
It's not just about picking up rubbish too, it's about meeting people in the community and making friendships, and also your neighbours. So it's a good opportunity to kind of expand your social scene there. Absolutely.
I think it's important, and if you don't know your neighbours and the people in the neighbourhood, and we're probably all guilty of that to some degree, knock on the door. Let them know that it's on. Meet and greet people, because that's what the strength of the community is. And if we can sort of look out for each other and understand, who's Bob and who's Joan and whoever's in the street, I think it really does help, because people become a bit more self-regulated, a bit more proud about their communities and neighbourhoods when they sort of work together and know each other.
Speaking of being proud, there's lots of local businesses too, and you're having the Whittlesea Business Award nominations, which are open now.
Yes, absolutely. This is an exciting time, and small businesses is a very keen passion of mine. I've probably visited about 30-odd small businesses in the last 2 weeks now, and they're doing a fantastic job against all odds, because, unfortunately during that COVID area, a lot of businesses struggled. So, Victorian business and Whittlesea's no exception have really had to try and, they had to try and fend off those really difficult times. And so the ones that, they've been able to see through those times and keep the doors open, this is probably going to be more pertinent than ever now to be able to recognise some of those businesses. And before I go into the different categories on those businesses, obviously the awards, the nominations are open now. Brett, they're only open for 3 weeks, so we've got to really make sure we get those in. And I do want to put a shout out particularly to small businesses in Gorge Road. We've got the road works happening there, and of course there was a bit of a delay in that now up until April. So you'll see your hairdressers, the South Morang pizza and pasta. It does mean you've got to park around the back and do a little bit extra few steps. But I can tell you what, they've really suffered a bit of a blow. So if anyone can sort of make that little extra effort to support those businesses, I know that they'll be greatly appreciated. I got a pizza there last night. They said, hey, if you can put a shout out for us anytime. I said, no worries, I will definitely mention them on the radio. So, Brett, I'm happy to go through some of those categories if you're okay with that.
Yeah, make it quick and we'll go through. Yeah, for sure.
So there's 6 categories. One's the startup, so that'll obviously be for the newbies. One is customer service, innovation and enterprise, sustainability and environment, which is obviously a good passion out there, community contribution, workplace diversity, and there's a new category which has been introduced this year, and that's the general one for the Small Business Award. So exciting times. That'll be the finals will be announced on the 1st of April, and then the awards will be celebrated on the evening of the Thursday, the 29th, and that'll be at the Plenty Ranges Arts and Convention Centre. So exciting time for small business. Just because those don't get an award doesn't mean they're doing their best they can, but this is an opportunity to recognise some of those people who have gone above and beyond or have really contributed to their local communities.
Sounds good, and we'll keep you updated in the following weeks. Now, you've got a council meeting coming up this week?
Yes, we've been in recess since the last council meeting, which was on the 17th of December, so we're almost clocking up 2 months now. There's obviously been a lot happening in the background, and we're very full agenda. Obviously, we've got some more planning scheme amendments, and there'll be many important topics there as well. And don't forget, anybody can come in person, or they can watch it live on the City of Wilsey YouTube channel, which you can find at the meetings there. And we've also got the latest edition of Scoop, which will be hot off the press in the next couple of weeks and delivered, the February edition there with lots more information. And that'll be the debut of the new councillors, of their contact points and who's who in the zoo and what wards they represent. So this is quite a good setting for 2025, where we can continue to do the basics brilliantly. So it's going to be an exciting year, Brett.
So get on down or watch online. You've got all bases covered.
Absolutely, mate. And the more people are informed, the more they contribute into the direction of where our city's going, then obviously the brighter future we're going to have. And we can really have that say to have that input in our neighbourhoods and communities, so we can really have some input in the steering where we head.
All right, Aidan, thanks for the chat. We will catch up with you next week for some updates.
Sounds like a plan. Make sure you have your cold glass of water, Brett. Until next time.
Fantastic. Bye.
Good on you, mate.
See ya. That's the Mayor from the City of Whittlesea, Aidan McLindon.